It's video time. Alright, so I started this one on a different video. I'm going to finish it out. It's a heat treat. I know I keep getting mixed up. I don't know if these are heat treats. I got this from Sal. I think this might be a raw piece of amoeba chert. I try to tell you what it is beforehand, but sometimes I don't know. Or I make a mistake. So if it's heat treated, I apologize. I think it's raw. I mention it because many people ask, even though it really doesn't matter. All that matters is if it naps or not. And to find out if it naps, you just test it out in the field. The way I test things out is I bring a chopped off ball peen hammer to the field with me and knock off flakes. If it flakes, it's good. If it doesn't flake, it's not good. It could be amoeba chert that does not flake well, and you should not take it home. But if I tell you only that this is amoeba chert and it naps good, you're going to think all the amoeba chert out there is good, so you'll grab it without testing it. Big mistake. Yeah, I'm going to write down the 12 rules of Flintknapping, I think. One of the rules is it doesn't matter what it is as long as it naps. Yeah, doesn't matter what you call it as long as it naps. Back in the day, they didn't have all kinds of fancy names for this stuff. Back in the old days where people think that they were better at Flintknapping than we are. Well, they had less information than we do and they were better at napping. It's funny how that works. Alright, need my glasses. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to be trying to get used to this material again. Yep. It's not always consistent though. It may nap better in one area than another area. Like this nut might be nice to nap, but it might not be so nice over here. As an example, I don't know for sure if that's the case with this one. But it feels alright. It feels like it'll work. For whatever I want to do. Yeah. That's always a good feeling. Okay. Sometimes I remove too much. I removed too much material just then. I think I did. Yeah, probably. It's not always good to go too thin right away. Depends on what you're making, of course. Yeah, look at that. I don't like those. And we're getting some sunlight. It figures. That's the first bit of sunlight all day. And of course, just when I'm napping, the sun decides it wants to become part of the video. I don't understand it. Yep. Okay, so I gotta be very careful. I'm tempted to close that door to my shop. Okay, so everything looks good. I probably am going to shut that door because if the sun's going to be coming in and out, it's going to interfere with the lighting. Hold on. It's going to make it hotter in here, but oh well. That's still, the sun's still beaming in. Hold on. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to have to make an adjustment off camera. Hold on. Because that sun is right where I don't want it. And I don't have my stuff. Hold on. So I had everything set up for the video until the sun comes out. I wasn't planning on that. Let's see. Okay. Let's do this the easy way. Yes. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Why do you do this? Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to suffer with it. Dang it, it's right in my face. The sun is right in my face. It makes it extremely difficult to flint knap. Story of my life. I can't do anything in 5 seconds. I hate it when I don't have anything to show in the video. I feel like turning off the video and starting it again. Let's see. Okay, let's just do it. Let's make doo-doo with what we got. Even the sun is right directly in my face. I changed the position where I'm flint napping in the shop, so I'll have more room in front of me. But at the same time, I'm facing directly west, and the sun is coming. The sunlight's hitting me now where it wasn't before in my other position. Okay. I'll fix that for sure. So it won't happen in the next video. Just gonna block out the windows entirely. Yeah. Alright, let's see what I got. I don't got much. I don't got what I want. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's it. The flake went in 2 directions though. Not supposed to. It loses energy that way. See, if it only went in one direction, it would have scooped it out a little bit more. It's all right. Luckily, these things don't need to be perfect. sunlight on the, yeah, it's right there. So it's not on the workpiece. All right. Okay. Is it gonna make it? Do we have a concavity? Or, yeah, between. Hold on, I got a concavity between the point of impact and the final destination of the flake. So let me take that out. Make it more rounded. I don't want to have a concavity between the initiation and the termination, because it messes things up. How exactly? I don't know. It just does. You don't need to know that. They didn't know what it was exactly back in the day, so. That's it. Yeah. The termination doesn't need to be perfect. I just want a good scoop out. Yeah. I'm gonna take another shot to thin that down more on this side. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like that. I don't need a long flute on this one. Nope. Just a thinning flake. A nice thinning flake. Okay, so there you go. That's the hefting area. Now I can get a stick with a notch in it and see if it's actually fitting. If I wanted to do this to spec, right, like back in the day, they would have their prefabricated foreshafts, and they would check to see if these things were to spec, see if it met the specifications. But in this case, I don't have to. I'm just going to wing it and assume everything's good. Yep. Yep. Took off a little bit of an imbalance there. Let's see, let's even it up a little bit. Yeah. It's not that great of a shot. I don't have the shot's not that great into that area. Yeah, it worked. Good. That was luck. I'm going to try to preserve as much width as possible for this one. Yeah, as long as I don't do that too many times. I got to thin it down without taking too much width off. That's one of the good things about indirect percussion. I can do that. Indirect percussion allows me to hit small platforms and remove lots of material without removing too much width. Okay, so I think we're getting there. I got my bold flakes. Yes. All right. Thin down the edges for this next step. Yeah, I just want to see what I got. I don't need to be doing anything up here right now, but I want to see what I've got. I want to see if it's going to be crackly. It's going to affect the shape. I think I'm all right. I think everything's good. Yeah, I don't want to do too much. I want to leave a mass up here, okay? So I'm going to be working on the stem area. I do want to check. It's all right. Yeah, okay. See what, there's an advantage of having a lot of mass up here when you're striking the stem area vertically, when notching or when shaping, when taking off large flakes. But I wanted to see what I had up here. It looks okay, although that might give me some problems a little bit later. Okay. The thickest part of these points is right above the hafting area, so I think I should leave that pretty thick. But I need to get a flake across here just to even it out a little bit. Yeah. Let's see if it'll do it. A little bit short. Hold on. I might be able to get it from here. It's a long shot, and whenever I have a long shot, there's a chance of breaking it in half. Okay. Alright. No, not like that. Holy moly. Ooh, it did not do it. Yep, that could be an issue that will require a tissue. Dang it. And I hit that really hard too. Alright. What are we going to do? I got to get that out of there now before it's too late. That was my only shot. I don't want to take too many shots off the edge because I want to try to keep it as wide as possible, but I can't have that. Well, I might be able to get it out later. I'm going to shoot some flakes from up here, so yeah, we'll just leave it for now. Okay. I think I can get it later. Okay. All right. So, next step here. Next step is notching. Oh, I gotta thin out this a little bit. I don't want to be thinning this edge later. Not with big removals. I can thin it with small removals. But let me get the big flakes out of the way first. Yes, yes. All right. Okay, so okay. Pressure flaking. I don't like that. There it is. Okay, so I've got to figure out where the notches are going to go. Yeah, right about there. Starting from those 2 points, I got to do the notching. Okay. I still got to take down some thickness there on that, so hold on. Yeah, like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of. Okay, you see that? Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Okay. I'm gonna try to get these notches narrow. Not gonna be easy. Yes, is it working? It's kind of working. Yeah. It looks a little bit narrow here, though. Let me see. Yeah, as long as I got an inch, I suppose that's good. I got about an inch across the ears there. I got to make these notches as narrow as possible so it will look right. Okay. All right, I'll do that on the next segment. Right? Yes. That way way I can fix the sunlight issue because it's right in my face. All right, so all right. Next segment.